Morning, everyone. Hello, Tron. Hello, James. How are you guys doing? Happy tax day. All right, we're just going to give folks here a chance to get. That's not funny. I didn't say I had good humor, right? I said I had humor, not good. Good morning, Marcelo. Good morning, Fuzu. I'm just kind of waiting for folks here to join us here, guys. Just kind of set up here, guys. Almost ready to get started. All right. Let's see how we doing. All right. Yes. All right. So while we wait, let me go ahead and see if I can do this without changing anything. No, I don't think it's going to allow me to do that. Okay, now that I got my my Twitter post out there, hopefully things will perk up here a bit. Good morning, White Sand. Welcome, Alabama. That's a new name. Brista 559. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. I know not anywhere close to our numbers, but we'll make a go of this. Just double checking here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop share and share this screen here. So guys, take a look at this here, just to let you know that I'm here on an educational basis. Okay. I'm not in any stretch of the imagination an investment advisor. That the content that's being published is to be treated as general information only. None of the information provided or contained is intended as investment advice and offer to solicit, buy, sell, or recommend, sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. We all know that futures trading contains a substantial amount of risk, and then we're not for every investor. Investor could potentially lose all or more their investment capital only risk capital that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle should be used for trading, and only those individuals with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Nothing contained herein is, again, solicitation or offer to buy, sell futures, options, or Forex. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right. So now that we got the disclosure out the way, we can get back to the markets. We'll try this again. Share screen, share this screen, and then share. All right, guys. So I've shared my screen again. Hopefully you guys see my charts. Yeah, there really should only be one. Morning, Mike. Charts are good. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. So, okay. So let's go ahead and start with gold market. Okay. Oh, that's not the gold market. That's this one here, I think. Oh, they're both saying the same thing. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and change one of these. Oops. GC. Oh, no. Okay. It's going to be one of these days. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and expand this. So like we start every session, guys, this is actually an experimentation with some Heikin-Ashi candles. So let me go ahead and change that. Some standard candles here. But you can see that it does filter out some of the noise. For those who might be interested in looking at some other candles other than your standard candles. All right. So let's see here. All right. So, well, actually, you know what I should be doing is I should be looking at news here. Let me do that. Yeah, let's take a look at some news, guys. I think it's important for us to take a look at news before we start any session. So let's do that. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go to the economic calendar. And we are going to take a look at today. Go ahead and filter this out for U.S. news only. Okay, so I'm going to clear all, just select U.S. And I'm only going to look for 3-star events. Actually, go ahead and put both 2 and 3. We're going to go to the top here and see. And we have already news that has come out as far as core retail sales. We are expecting one of the FOMC members to speak. Oh, geez. Gotta be kidding me. That was a. Okay,
Imagine a trip. It's personalized just for you, with an experienced private guide who works only with no crowds or groups, with exclusive access to the very your destination, and exceptional accommodations that always go above and beyond in over 100 countries worldwide. It's travel once in a lifetime.
Sorry for the commercial, guys.
Kensington Tours to see the world differently.
Okay, let's see. Filter this again. Make sure you only have US. and only three. Okay, apply this. Okay. All right. So we were saying we had core retail sales just come out. We have a FOMC member speaking currently. And then we have, again, that's pretty much it, right? Not that we lack news in the market, given the events that happened over the weekend, but just want to kind of always reset and base ourselves and be aware of any news that could affect the markets in any kind of strange way. Okay. All right. So not really much to speak of here. Okay. All of them are 3-star events. Well, mainly 2-star events. We have a couple of 3-star events, but they've already been reported. Okay. So that's a good thing. So we don't have anything in the horizon that we should be aware of. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead here and then do this again. Stop share and share screen again. And we're just going to go back to the gold market, which we're about to review. All right. So we're going to start with the weekly, guys, just to get a sense. But we are at the tops of the tops. If we look to the left here, let me see if I can kind of stretch this down a little bit. We're at the tops of the tops. We look to the left, and really there's nothing here. Okay. So we're in uncharted territory when it comes to the market. I'm gonna go ahead and remove some of these drawings. Okay, so we're in uncharted territory when it comes to the markets. So we'll have to use the kind of the day session to help us arrive at the opposing market, right? So right now, we're quite bullish in the gold market. Okay, we do see there's a little bit of evidence here of selling here, but at the tops around 2,400, we have a developing kind of not quite I guess not quite a doji candle, but a high wave candle nonetheless. Very small body, waves on both ends. A little bit of indecision, I guess, is being exhibited now in the market. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at the daily. So daily, same kind of deal. We had a bit of this indecision on Friday. That indecision has carried over into today. Wicks on both ends of candles. Okay. Right. So nothing here to really speak of. Maybe a little bit of a rounding, kind of top here, or at minimum consolidating. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, which will probably tell us more of the same here, but just more candles. We do have a candle here on Friday morning that was quite ominous as far as bears go, and we've been kind of in this horizontal kind of consolidation area ever since. Okay, as you can see here, I can pretty much capture this entire range in a single box, right? So here we are, right? So here I've captured the entire range in a single box, which indicates that we are in some sort of ranging kind of pattern here, right? Now we do have a developing, bullish candle right here. Okay. Now, if this does manage to close bullish, then my opinion may be a little bit stronger to the bullish side. But for now, we're kind of in this consolidation range. You could also make a case that it reacted away from, an area here. Okay. This area here, I'm going to go ahead and remove this just to let us know that we are indeed in the range. And let's see, I'm going to change this to green, okay, because we do see some evidence of buying here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just adjust this a little bit. There we go. All right, we do see some evidence of buying. So we can see here to the left that this is a range right here. You can see the last time we were here, we had a very strong push to the upside. We equally have a push coming back to the downside. And where did it stop? Well, the same place where we had this buyer. Okay. So question is this buyer still around? If he's around, then chances are price will head higher. Okay. Prices will head higher. Okay. If he's still around, the expectation is that he's still, if he liked prices back here, he'll probably like prices back here again. Okay. So chances are we could experience, a move back to the upside. Okay. Looking at the 30-minute chart, All right, 30-minute chart. Again, we had a little bit of a push in overnight trading, all right, during London. Okay. Now we're back into this kind of consolidation range, consolidating up against a potential supply here at, let's call it 2380-ish. Okay, 2380-ish. I see that there is some evidence of selling. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw that in. I don't know. It looks like my is not getting blown up here. Black screen again. Okay, let's try this again. Share again. Okay, how about now? Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, I probably need to do that. Okay, you guys can see my screen okay? Yes. Okay, awesome. No? Why? I don't know why. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go back to the screens. So here we are. We are on the 30-minute chart. We had just talked to that when maybe we're basically at all-time highs in gold. We're at an area of supply. I think I was about to draw a supply zone up here above, right about here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and color that in a sort of red color. We can see here that every time we've come to this area in the recent past, that we've kind of been rejected away from it. All right, now we are above VWAP. Okay, we have our developing too many things that look black here. So let me see. This is auto color. Okay, let's make this red. Okay. It didn't change the color. Okay. So in any case, we have an initial balance range that's being developed. We have the low end here at what is it, 2368. High end of the initial balance range is 2376. But we still have one more candle to wait on. Okay, so still very much in progress when it comes to initial balance range. All right. So let's take a look at volume profile, see what the volume profile has to say. So we'll go back to Friday at there it is. Drag that across to the close of Friday, which is right there. Okay, and we can see that we are below value. Okay, the value is up here. Really wide value range, but we are below it. Okay, consolidating in range. All right. So it appears at the moment that bears are in control, although the higher time frame tells us that we are in a bull market, although maybe a bit rangy, right? So we are right up against settlement price. Okay, let's go ahead and start typing some of these areas in. Okay, so settlement, let's go with ADR high. ADR high, and that's let's see, what level is this? ADR high is 2390, 2390.2, 2390.2. We got ADR low at where's ADR low? ADR low is 2348. So 2348 is ADR low. 2348 ADR low. And then settlement is, to make this a little bit bigger for people, so you can see this here, but nice and okay. Settlement is 23. It's going to be 23 something. 2373.50 looks like. Let's see what this says over here on the right. 7 is 2372.70. 2372.70. Okay. All right. So those are our levels, right? So we're kind of in range right now. Not really excited by the location of the market at the moment, to be honest. We've been in range pretty much through the overnight. Market has already opened. They've been open for a half hour. We had a little push up, a little push down, but not really any momentum in either direction. If anything, maybe some movement to the downside. We are below. We are up. We're below volume profile. So that tells us that we are the sellers are very much in control of the market. Initial balance could give us another indication of what the settlement will be here. But we'll have to wait for another half hour or so for that to take place. Now it is Monday, so Mondays can kind of start off a bit on the slow side. So we have to be patient again for our levels. If I'm a buyer, well, I'm a buyer probably on these levels at the bottom end of the range, right? 2361. 2362. These are areas would be right for a buy. If I'm a seller, well, I'm up at these levels now, right? 2377, 2378. These are all good sell levels. We mentioned 2390 as another level here above us. ADR exhaustion, okay, another level. And again, buyer on the low side, we have the ADR low is also an area. So right now, like I said, we're kind of ranging behavior doesn't really offer much in the way of a trade unless we trade the extremes. And the question we need to ask ourselves is this range enough for us to participate in the market? Can I find an opportunity that will give me a 2-to-1 reward to risk? And if so, then we participate. If not, then we just have to sit on our hands and wait for a better opportunity that lends themselves to a 2-to-1 risk reward. So right now, kind of neutral overall, I would say for me in the gold market. I'm going to wait for some more information here with initial balance to decide if I'm going to participate in this market. Okay, at least initially. All right, let's take a peek to see if there's any questions. All right. Let's see, sharing. Okay. All right. So I think we've covered most of everything on gold. So let's take a look at crude oil. All right. So let's see if I can go ahead and save this. And we're going to go to the other one. All right. Crude oil. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at the week chart to start. Okay, weekly chart to start. So again, we're kind of at the top of the range, although at least with the crude oil market, we have something to kind of reference, right? Unlike gold, we're basically up in these areas where in no man's land, we have really nothing to reference off of, right? So we have this level at 88. Okay, I would say 88 here is a level where we've seen some selling in the past. Okay, up maybe all the way up to 90. Let's go ahead and draw it in like this. So on weekly chart, we see that there is a ceiling here right now at around $90. And then we have a bottom, I guess, or bottom-ish area around 70. Okay, so 70 to 90. That's kind of what I'm seeing on the weekly chart for crude oil. Let's go ahead and color that in a different color. Color that in green, just let everybody know that it is an area of demand. All right, so we have supply above, resistance, demand below, weekly chart. All right, daily. All right, so daily, more candles, same kind of view here, right? So we are coming up against an area of potential supply. I would say there's probably one push remaining, I guess, unless sellers decide to step in here, or we've exhausted some buyers. Now you can see here that the candles, right? The stronger candles are the not the bullish, but the bearish candles, right? We have 1, 2, 3. Every attempt from the buyers although had they managed to kind of stave things off for now, has the stronger participants are the sellers. They've managed to create stronger candles to the downside. Now it hasn't really resulted in any sort of major move to the downside, but nonetheless, we're starting to see that maybe the sellers are starting to begin to get a foothold into the market. All right. So again, I'll be inclined here to draw the little mini supply zone here down at let's call it 82-ish. Let's call it 82. That would be an area for me to maybe potentially want to take a stab at longs. All right. We already have identified an area around 90, right, for shorts. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what the 4-hour chart has to say. Well, it looks like we did break below, but only temporarily. No follow through yet to the downside, but we have broken some structure to the downside. Okay. At the close of this candle here at the top of, I guess, midnight. Now we have, a reacting candle here, bullish candle. So this could be kind of a fake out, right? Can fake down and head higher. Okay. And again, it's within this, 85 range. So this area here also looks like an area that's supportive. Okay. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. 85 seems to be an area of support. Just looking to the left. All right. So 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay. Let's stretch this out here a bit more. Make it zoomed in here. Problem. See if we can try to contain this as much as we can. All right. Something like this. Okay. So we have a developing bullish candle. Okay. In an otherwise kind of downtrend for now. Okay. So for me, I would like to see, for me to participate in this market, I would like to see a break of channel. All right. Surprise, surprise. A break of channel to the upside before I'm willing to participate in this market. Right. I need to see a solid break out of this channel to the downside. And then maybe I participate either in this demand zone or the ADR zone or the top of the channel. Okay, for an opportunity that will take me to settlement and maybe all the way up to ADR exhaustion to the top side. So with that said, let's figure out what these zones are. On the top side, we have let's see, 86, let's call it 86, 82, ADR high, 86, 86, 82. ADR low is, what is it? About 85, is it? 85, almost 85.5. Let's call it 85.5. Settle is, let's call it settle is 85. Let's call it 85.66. 85.66. All right, so those are kind of our major levels. Let's go ahead and open up volume profile. All right, volume profile here. So we have fixed range volume profile. Let's go back to Friday, 6 a.m. Here we are at 9 a.m. all the way over to 4:30. Okay, here we are again below value. Although I would say that this is probably acting a little bit more bullish than gold was. Market has just opened. You can see that we are starting to develop a range here. Market is trying to make a push above VWAP. Well, if it does manage to do that, that might not be a bad opportunity to look for an opportunity to the upside. Okay, we have again. Price is below value, so that we have to be cognizant of that. This area here, value area low, which I'll call out here because it could present to be resistant right here, right? This area right here is value area low, okay? And this could be an area that could provide a little bit of resistance at 85.34, okay? Value area low, 85.34. Okay. Now, if price does manage, and let me get my arrow here. If price does manage to close inside value from Friday, then we could experience maybe potentially the full range of value, top to bottom, right? I don't see much in the way of if that were to happen, other than settlement price. Okay, other than settlement price, that could put a little wrench in that process. Okay, so we do see some congestion here to keep that from happening. So if it does break and does get inside value, all is not clear as to whether it's able to manage and traverse the entire range of value, given that we have settlement, given that we have this kind of consolidation range here. Okay, so I guess I would say that I'm kind of a cautious bull, I guess, in crude oil. Need to see evidence of that, one, that it can sustain a 15 and 30-minute bar bullish. All right, if it can do that, get above VWAP, then I'm be open to entertain a trade up to settlement price, maybe as high as a target as high as ADR high. So nice, as one trader used to tell me, a very nice asymmetric opportunity to the upside. If I'm a seller, well, you know where those places are: settlement price or ADR are a couple levels. I also have a value area low. These are all levels where price can continue lower, because you can see here we're still very much in a bearish channel. Although we're starting to see price action, right? We're starting to staircase our way to the upside. We have one staircase, two staircase, and this could potentially be our third staircase. Okay, these areas right here could prove to be resistant, though, so we have to be cautious. All right, let's see. Any questions? If you double click on the ADR zones, you can get it to highlight the value range to the right. I double click. See, we'll try that. I don't know. Double click. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but okay. In any case, so that's kind of what my hypos, I guess, for crude oil is right now. We're kind of developing some price structure for maybe some continuation move to the. We have a couple of areas here that could prove to be resistant, but we still need to break above this channel if this is all going to play out the way I would want to see. Where it looks like it's making an attempt to break this structure. We're starting to see a little bit of a staircase to the upside, but it has yet to happen. We spent quite a bit of time here at value area low at 85.34, which also could be an area for continued resistance and settlement price not far above that. Okay. All right. So I think that's all I have to say about crude oil. I'm just going to pop in and see if there's any other questions. So Jake, me personally, that would probably be the cleanest, Jake. That's more of a investor. That's kind of investor's choice. Whatever is within your risk model, I would say, is what you end up wanting to do here, right? So if we do get a close, we do get a close above VWAP. You can think about, well, I can take a stab at a long here, and maybe look at these levels below here, since it wasn't able to get here recently. 84.57. But that's still pretty thick. If I look at the 15-minute chart here really quick to see, we have a bullish engulfing candle. So my stop needs to be below here. And that's 84.66, right? With an opportunity that can lead us up to settlement price minimally. Well, that's right now looks like a 1-to-1 trade for me. Now, if I look at it from an ADR perspective, yeah, that's a very good trade. But given that I have settlement price just so close to the horizon, I don't know. That's kind of a question for the trader to make for themselves. Me personally, probably would like to wait for settlement price to reach and cross above, and then have me participate in that move with maybe initial balance as kind of my reference level for that long, right? Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, target price I think is the eventual target in this market. At least we want to wait for a 15-minute candle to engulf, correct? And we want that candle to close above. Okay. All right. But yes, it's looking promising. The only thing I would say that to kind of caveat is that we are coming up against settlement price, which could be resistant, right? That's would my preference would be that it breaks this entire range, right? Closes above it. Then I would feel far more comfortable. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at NASDAQ. All right, let's see if I can find the NASDAQ. What? Okay, we got this is not NASDAQ, but we'll take a look. All right, so let's go ahead and change this to NASDAQ. NASDAQ Q1. Boom, boom. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and open this up here, guys. So as normal, we're going to go ahead and get started with the weekly chart. Weekly. Where is the weekly? Okay, there it is. Kind of zoom into this a little bit. Very big candles. Again, a lot of indecision here, guys. A lot of chop. Up and down price action. We've broken the bullish channel to the upside. Now we're in this kind of horizontal range. How do we know that the trend has broken? Well, I can capture this in a box. See, so if I can capture it in a box, then I'm in a range. Right? This is ranging price action, right? Which side do I pick? Bull or bear? Well, if I'm over to the top end of the range, then I want to be more of a seller. If I'm in the bottom end of the range, I want to be more of a buyer. Simple as that until this range is broken. Okay. So that's kind of my litmus test to determine what kind of market I'm in. Right now, I feel like I'm in a ranging market based on the weekly here. Okay. Looking at the daily. At the daily, here we are, same kind of look and feel. I'm going to get rid of this because we are developing a bullish candle. All right, we are developing a little bit of demand here. You see that we are developing a little bit of a demand right here around 18. Let's say 178, 175 ish, maybe down to 145, 18,145. 75 seems to be an area of support here. We've kind of come down here a couple of times and it's been met with buying. All right. So is it going to be able to hold? Is it going to be able to sustain? Well, right now it looks pretty good. Okay. So let's go ahead and look to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart also, we're creating a sequence of buying here, right? We have exceeded ADR to the top side and the market has yet to open. Here we are 15 minutes away from the market open and we've already exceeded ADR to the upside. Overnight has been bullish, right? We got settlement price below us. So starting to see some indications that maybe there are legs to this bull move that it's making right now. Okay. Looking at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay. Kind of grind to the upside. Again, we broke it in ADR to the upside here. So I'm going to say ADR. Let's call ADR low. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Right here. So we have ADR high, which has already been broken. Is, I don't know, there's kind of a little bit of a range here. Let's call it 18,289, 18,289.25. ADR low as pretty much looks like almost 18,000, maybe just a hair above it. 18,012. Okay, and then settlement price is down at 18,180. Right, 18,180 looks like what it was. Yeah, let's call it. Settle is 18,180. So what to do with this market? Well, the fact that we've broken ADR to the upside and really not shown any interest to turn around is kind of speaking volumes to me right now. It's telling me that the market wants to head higher. What's the next stop? Well, 18,400 is the last area I'm seeing some selling, or settlement price from Friday, which technically is Thursday. Okay, this settlement price is Thursday. Maybe this is the area that we're heading up to, 18,480. Right? That seems to be kind of what we're above VWAP, we're above ADR. So let's see what the fixed range volume profile tells us. Let's see if I can locate it. Fixed range volume profile. All right, let's go back to there it is. Drag that across to that bar right there. All right, so we are above value. Kind of zoom in here a little bit. We are above value, right? So bulls are in control of the market at the moment. All right. If I'm a buyer, well, I like to buy around this value area high here at 18,257 ADR high, 18,257, or maybe even above, maybe on the top of ADR, the range that we've established here for ADR. Okay, so this 18, what is this? 18,249.50 or 328, somewhere in that range, 18,328. So that seems kind of an area potentially, but that's kind of paying a little bit of retail for my taste, to be honest. Obviously VWAP down below, but that's a little bit of a move. Would have to make, pretty significant move to get back down there, right? So in any case, the first thing I need to see is that it is able to close above ADR, and then from that point, would maybe entertain something on the top of ADR or VWAP or value area high to participate in this long. 3 levels that I would be participating in the long side. If I'm thinking short, well, I'm thinking probably back around settlement price from Thursday at 1841.25. That would be an area, logical area. I see another area, 18,425, where some sellers have stepped in as well. So sellers can step in anytime here, right? Here or here seems a logical location. Right now, it seems that the bulls are very much in control of the market. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's pop in here, see if there's any questions. Okay. Yeah. So 18,414 could be an area. Ziggy could be an area as well. I'm just seeing, so based on just some price action, I see that there is some selling around that level as well. So that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Nothing on, no questions on NQ, right? So yeah, maybe I'll draw this area in. Okay. Just to indicate that I would be potentially interested in to participate in a short at these levels. Okay. That could prove to be resistant up at these levels right there, just because again, I'm seeing some evidence on the left that selling has stepped in. And then this trade would be kind of a little bit of counter trend trade back to VWAP. That would be kind of the target here. Okay. But I don't take any of these trades without some sort of price action to indicate that the sentiment that I have is aligned, right? Okay. All right. I think that's all I have to say for NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and change this to ES. Okay, ES is probably going to give us a similar kind of picture. So I'm not going to, guys, I'm going to forego. Maybe I'll pop up to the daily chart just to see where we're at. But as you can see here, ES has a lot of the same look and feel as NASDAQ. Now, the only thing that I will say here is that this bar has broken some structure here to the left, but it has been met with some buying. It has entered a kind of an area of demand here on the S&P. right? So we have entered an area of demand, and and it has reacted away from that. Okay, to start the kind of the session here. So I'm going to go ahead and color that in green, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing on the daily chart. But it's still for me in a kind of a bearish kind of action here, guys. I mean, it's not hasn't really broken anything of significance to the upside. If anything, it's broken things to the downside, right? So until I see a break of this channel, I'm not really super keen, or I have to kind of quell my thoughts a bit on how far this can go. It may just go just to the top of this channel and continue on this move that we're seeing right now. The last, I don't know, couple of weeks in the ES. All right, for our chart, let's see. For our chart, we again developed some bullish price action. The fact that we are above ADR is of significance, but we've done that before. You see how we broke an ADR up here? What did it do? It fell. Okay, so it needs to have some legs in order. You see, it broke above ADR here early too, and what did it do? It fell. So is it going to happen again? Is that the plan forward? Break, give us all indications that it could go higher, trap a bunch of buyers and take the market down. I wouldn't put that past. I wouldn't put that past some of the market participants to try to attract as many buyers into the market and only to take them down. All right, so that's something to be aware of. Looking at the 30-minute chart, same story. Above ADR, coming into an area of some sellers. Okay, I see two areas here where I see selling. If I look at if I'm going to communicate what ADR is here, let's say that we got what is this level here? Let's say 51 ADR high, 51.96, 51.96, 25. Okay, it's called I would say is ADR high. All right, and then ADR low. ADR low is 51.36, 51.36, 25, and then settle is 51. I have it at 51.67.75. 51.67.75. I could be off here by a few ticks. All right. So let's gonna speed this up here a little bit, guys, because I know that we're coming up to the start of open the market, and I don't want to be doing the analysis when the market is open. So let's take a look at 630 bar, drag that across to the 430 bar. There we are. All right, so we are above value, right? So the bulls are in control of the market. If I'm a buyer, well, I'd like to be closer to VWAP or value area high. Otherwise, as on the seller's side, well, I'm already at that level. I see some areas above us that could offer us a reversal at current prices. But the question is, do I need to see some sort of candle to indicate that that's going to take place? I'm starting to see some wicks. So it indicates to me that there are sellers in the market. All right. These candles that are closing around ADR are not Marubozu candles, candles with little wicks, right? With this body here is pretty significant, but this one here, not so much. Okay. So we're about 5 minutes away from the market. So, like I said, if I'm a buyer, I'm looking down at these levels, down by VWAP, down by value area high. If I'm a seller, I'm already at those levels, maybe the top end of the channel here. Maybe Thursday's close at 52.41. That could be an area of interest. All right. Quick peek. All right. So let's go ahead and take a peek at YM to close out the day. So we're going to go ahead and minimize this, bring this up, expand this. All right. Let's see if I can get through this. So I'm going to forego, guys. I'm going to forego the view of the 4-hour view and the daily view of YM because as you can see here, it's following the same kind of pattern that we're seeing in both the NASDAQ and the ES. We're above value. Go ahead and pull in the fixed range volume profile. All right, here we go. Drag that across to the 430 bar. So above value. Again, similar story. If I'm interested in longs, I want to be around value area high, which is was it 38, 30? Yeah, let's call it 38,400. All right, or the top end of ADR here. Let's go ahead and type what these levels are. ADR high is let's call it 38,171. It's been exceeded here, so 38,171. ADR low is 37,930. 37,930. But it's already been exceeded. So 37,930 is our low. If it does manage to get down there, I expect that to be supportive. And then settle price is what? Let's say 38,241. 38,241. 38,241. All right. So again, for me to participate in this bullish move, some sort of retracement, a retracement back to VWAP, a retracement back to ADR high. And yeah, so I think those are 5 markets in a little over, well, just under an hour. Okay. But just in time for you guys to take those opening range trades for those who do those trades. I don't. I sit on the sidelines for the first hour. So let's take a peek here at questions. Yeah, if you are new to the room and appreciate the content that I've been giving, appreciate the analysis that I've been providing, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button to be notified of future sessions like this. And again, also hit the like button on your way out. So excellent. Welcome. So guys, that's all I have for today. So we have a couple of minutes to get kind of ready for that opening range trade for those who plan to take it. Like I said, I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines. Trade well, trade safe, and for those who attend the group coaching, I'll have group coaching at our normal location later this afternoon at 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay, 6 p.m. Central Time. So until then, again, trade well, trade well, trade safe, and be a market trader. All right, guys, have a good one.